MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
But the idea of a front-drive Mustang almost seems unthinkable. A lot of people are going to miss that rear-drive V8 power. John?
Thanks, Beth. Well, our next subject doesn't have V8 power or rear drive, but it made its appearance on What's New on Wheels about a year ago. It's the AMC Renault Medallion, and it's the first all-new AMC passenger car since the Alliance was introduced in 1983. Unfortunately, the Medallion's introduction has been overshadowed by the news that Chrysler Corporation intends to buy AMC, including the part that's owned by Renault, the Medallion's French maker. So a lot of people are wondering if the Medallion has a future here in the U.S. Well, the answer appears to be yes. There's even talk that the Medallion might end up in Dodge and Plymouth showrooms as an alternative for the aging K car. So now there's an even bigger reason to take a closer look at this new compact four-door series. If the Medallion does become a replacement for the Chrysler K car, it will mean a big styling boost for a family car line that can at best be called stodgy and boxy. The Medallion has sporty, flowing lines that give the impression of a compact Audi 5000. Only 2 trim levels are available, the base DL for both sedan and wagon, and an upscale LX for the sedan only. The Smart Aero looks start up front with flush headlights and a sloped grille. They continue with the sharply raked windshield and smooth door-into-roof styling. It all ends at a deep trunk with round contours and large, easy-to-see tail lamps. Our only exterior problems were the attachments for the wiper blades. We broke both off while cleaning the windshield of a light frost. We also wonder about the flimsy hood prop rod. It seems inadequate and could be dangerous. Once we got the hood safely propped open, we found the same 2.2-liter fuel-injected four-cylinder that powers Renault's GTA. This easy-to-service little powerhouse kicks out 103 horsepower and 124 pound-feet of torque. That puts it on par with the K car and beats competitors like the Honda Accord DX and Volkswagen Jetta GL. The engine is mounted lengthwise and prompted some novel engineering of the steering system. Linkage runs above and behind the engine, but does look easy to service. The front drive Medallion transmits its power to the road in a reasonable fashion. Our test produced a 0 to 60 time of 12.2 seconds. The quarter mile rolled by in 17.9 seconds at 76 miles per hour. Not exceptional, but more than adequate by family car standards. Our testers had some problems with the standard 5-speed manual transmission. The unit's odd gear ratios take some getting used to. Add a hard, notchy shifter, and it's no wonder that acceleration wasn't better. A smooth shifting 3-speed automatic is an option and will no doubt drive most of the cars sold here. Braking, however, was a pleasant surprise. The vented front disc and rear drum stopped our car in a short 110 feet. Modulation and fade were good with no signs of premature locking. Our handling test showed the Medallion to be sharp and sure-footed for a family car with excellent road holding ability and moderate body roll. But the power steering is overboosted and lacks road feel, and this can make high-speed maneuvers a bit nerve-wracking. Despite this, the Medallion is still one of the best handling Renaults ever, and it's quite at home on twisty roads. But it's also a fine car for highway cruising. Soft springs mean the ride is excellent, and the interior noise level measures a low 66 decibels at 55 miles per hour. The comfortable ride is compounded by a well-designed interior. It has the Spartan look of a Volkswagen Jetta, but with a bit more room. The front bucket seats are very comfortable. They have a wide range of adjustments and good lower back support. The dash offers a comprehensive instrument cluster, which includes large, easy-to-read gauges and warning lights for low fuel and brake wear. Convenience features include these optional stock-mounted radio controls and cruise control buttons on the steering wheel. Climate controls reside on top of a shelf. They are easier to see and use than traditional flat-mounted systems. Rear seat passengers will appreciate the generous accommodations too. The Medallion has as much headroom as a Honda Accord and even more legroom. There's also a split-folding rear seat on the top-line LX sedan. It allows the car to effectively double its trunk capacity. As for the trunk itself, it's large and deep with enough room for a full set of luggage. The opening is a bit small, but liftover is low enough to make loading easy. As for the wagon, it offers a wide upward opening hatch. Cargo area is generous with a removable cover for extra privacy. There's also an optional third seat, which makes the Medallion the least expensive 7-passenger wagon on the road today. EPA fuel estimates for the Medallion sedan are 25 city, 33 highway. Our mixed driving loop turned in a fine figure of 26 miles per gallon. While that figure may be only moderately impressive, our next one is more so. The Medallion sedan has a base price of $9,965. Our fully optioned test sedan came to $10,913. That's anywhere from $500 to $1,500 less than most of its competition. The wagon doesn't do quite as well, with a base price of $10,693 and final price of $13,146. But the Medallion wagon is larger and has more features than other wagons in its class. So our list of hits starts with the competitive price. It's followed by the handsome styling and roomy, comfortable interior. We also like the fine braking performance and smooth handling, that is, despite the numb steering, which tops our list of misses. We also had problems with the stiff manual transmission, which diminished acceleration. Also, the fragile wiper attachment and flimsy hood prop rod have no place on a car of this quality. On our safety check, the Medallion passes with standard halogen headlamps, steel radial tires, 5-mile-per-hour bumpers, and rear shoulder belts. It lacks only front passive restraints for a clean sweep. After testing the Medallion, we think Chrysler will be getting a lot more from its bid to acquire AMC than just Jeeps. The Medallion offers good value for the money and could be a significant compact class contender. And the Medallion is only the first of a whole new Renault line. The larger Made in Canada Premier debuts next fall. So, if this car is any indication, we may soon be seeing a lot more French cars on American roads, and many of them might be wearing an American name.